Welcome to Private Money Secrets. I'm Keith Yackey and I'm your host, and all we talk about here is private money, real estate, and some other fun stuff. Grab your favorite beverage. Let's dive in. Big gummy tent last night. Big downloads. Big kick to the man Jules. You say, Keith, what are you talking about? Well, for those of you who don't know, Gummy Tent is my 3-hour voyage to connecting with my creator every Sunday night. Starts at 6 p.m. I take some special supplements. I go into a zone and I just communicate with my creator. It's what I believe. It's what I believe there's someone, something, some force out there that's guiding us and leading us and has given us breath. That's my belief. Whether you believe it or not, don't matter to me. It's what's for me. And I waited a little later this time because the Lakers were playing the final game. They won the national championship. Frankly, I don't even care about basketball. This is the only game I watched all year, and I only actually watched the second half. But watching those men cry, watching them hold each other, watching them become like kids again in such jubilant expression, it made me think as I went into Gummy Tent, Keith, are you playing to win? Or are you just existing? And you know, folks, as much as I hate to admit it, I feel like I've been just existing. Business is going great. Everything's going great. But I realized there was a part of me, that competitive kid that was quarterback on offense and middle linebacker on defense, that could tear people's heads off and run the option and stiff arm someone right through their frickin' face. I lost a lot of that. And this very simple statement, play to win, is so powerful. And I don't know if there's statements for you that just hit you and you're like, wow, I've been hearing that my whole life and not knowing what it meant, or it had no real impact on me, or no real whatever. And I was like, okay, play to win means there's got to be a scoreboard. Keith, you've been playing as if there's nobody's keeping score. That's a problem. And so I realized there's some metrics I need to set up in my life to know what it takes for me to win, what I'm supposed to have had accomplished by a certain date. And I'll be honest with you, as I look at LeBron James and some of these other guys, they're right about my age. And I don't get like, oh man, I wish I would have, or I wish I could have accomplished what they've accomplished by that point in my life. That actually, I don't feel that. I don't feel, jealous or, oh man, I wish I could be them. No, none of that. Actually, what I felt in my heart was, I wish I would have been awake, and I wish I would have spent my time striving for something valiant, some goal, some worthy accomplishment. And I know I tell you guys the word I wish is not good. And there's certain contexts where you're like, man, I wish I would have done that differently. And that wish becomes a I will. Man, I wish I would have spent my life in a worthy pursuit, something that was calling me to become a better person. And the download I got was, man, what would it be like to feel what they're feeling right now, of going after some worthy accomplishment, something that's very difficult, something that only a few people can possibly accomplish. And is there a way I can take that winning mentality and bring it into my life? And is there a goal, a target I can aim for, strive for, and realistically say, if you do X, Y, and Z, you could possibly hit this? And I've been coming up with some of those in my life, and what the actual metrics would need to be for me to be able to hit certain physical goals. Hey, at what weight and what body percentage do you want to be by this date? Let's come up with a plan. Let's do it. Hey, how much money do you want to have had come into your business in the next 45 or 90 days? What would winning look like? So our weight and our balance, our belt line and our bank balance. Those are easy to tell because they go up, down, up, down. They're not always the greatest indicators of what could be happening, but they are a pretty instant indicator. The other ones, though, your relationships and your connection with your creator, a little tougher to do, but there's some things that I know I could be doing each week. And I'm like, you know what? Here's the numbers I should be hitting with these. And if I can hit these, what would that win look like? So for me, I spent about 3 hours last night and then a couple hours this morning determining what would winning look like and what would make me want to get up every day and want to strive for the winning. And for me, it's always been about potential. What is my potential? And sadly, I'm under indexing, and I needed a good wake-up call. I needed a good slap in the old change purse to be like, hey, buddy, even as far as you've come, there's still so much further yet to go. And it's not even for the accomplishment or the accumulation of anything. It's for the learning and becoming and creating who you want to truly become in this life. So if you're not playing to win, you're basically just existing and squandering. And the ancient scripture, redeem the time for the days are evil. It means make the most of every opportunity because darkness is closing in. And being that I feel and see myself as a lighthouse, I need to be pouring in pure oil and brightening who I am to shine to the world. This was a big one for me, gang. And I'm not sure if I communicated it the same way I'm feeling it. But the question is, are you playing to win? And does that even matter to you? I've heard this type of rhetoric before and thought, I'm not really sure what I think about that. Don't really know. Well, it has hit me hard that I've been just playing a game with no consequence, which gets boring after a while. And I've found myself bored, and I'm not doing that anymore. There's some very specific goals for me, and I'm excited to actually hit them and to win for me, not for anybody else. I don't even give a shit. I'm not going to post them on Instagram. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit about my goals. These are for me, motherfucker, and I'm excited about hitting them. So play to win means use every means necessary to hit that target and give it all you got, the same way that we watch any of these professional athletes give it all for the glory, for the gold, for their team, but ultimately for reaching the potential they know they had within them to be winners. All right, so if you're wanting to learn how to raise more private money, go to www.privatemoneypro.com, www.privatemoneypro.com, where I can show you how to be a private money pro. Take care and go rock it.